Oh, we're live. Yeah. I'm looking at that. Whoops. Okay, good morning, everyone. Good morning. How are we doing? I hope fine. And this day is Rinpoche. It's the Kini Day. It's the Kini Day. We're going to have to go through the practice of the Dakini so we can start doing that. It's a little bit more involved, and not too much. It's just knowing how all the pieces fall in place. But we'll start that on a Monday. But for today, we'll do Rinpoche practice because everything is contained within the practice of Rinpoche. And I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving Day. But Ramastonam, I don't no he'll be here today, but I always think of Lama's song. Every day is a giving of thanks that one rises out of the bed, put their feet on the floor, and able to stand up and be somewhat coherent before you fall down back into the bed. So every day should be Thanksgiving Day. But hoping that you had the good food, as Mela said to me, I hope. Then I wrote back to him, I had the turkey of the earth, and I feasted upon the grass. And my vegetables was the clouds and the air. And dessert, I merely looked into the sky, sat on the side of a hill, and absorbed the sunlight into my eye. This was my feast. I'm not sure what yours was, but I thought, oh. And then I thought about sparing of the turkeys, or at least I hope you honored if you should have partaken of the carcass, because the life was gone. Maybe you partake of the carcass, and not in a negative way. But then I thought about it. In some cultures, feasting upon the carcass of the flesh is giving honor. It is an honor to partake. Perhaps we do the turkey a disservice by not honoring it. Maybe this is a little off color to say, but does the turkey take the reincarnation so they can pass through this life by giving their life so others can feast upon it, hopefully with enjoyment? It's like an insult to the turkey, though, I thought. If we eat it with guilt, then don't eat it. But honor it, knowing that it has given its life, and perhaps maybe that was its purpose in this life. Who would it say? Does that make any sense? The turkey says, oh, I give my life, you don't even appreciate. I'm not going to do it anymore. No more turkeys. Too much time looking at the mountains. So I gave honor to the turkey. And maybe in that respect, some merit is gained for that life that will reincarnate in a higher form. Because I'm sure that as you partaken of your feast, that you offered it, made an offering before you ingested it. Something that Rinpoche said. And many stories I have to tell you before we start. Something Gyaltsen, great master, teacher to Thobu Rinpoche. And speaking of feast and food, he said his teacher was the precious nectar that he ingested from him. But what came out of him, I won't say. That's what Rinpoche said. So the same way. Then I thought, Thobu Rinpoche was my teacher, so what comes out of me is even less than that. Not even good for fertilizer. So anyway, just some thoughts about Thanksgiving Day, which I hope was a pleasant one for you. It was for me also. But last night I had a dream. I woke up reciting Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. And Dorje Rinpoche and Toko Rinpoche, like a cross between Toko Rinpoche and His Holiness, were in the dream. And they said we should start the day with Om Mani Padme Hum Ri, for the benefit of all of the turkeys that had passed away. And he had it looked like a combination of a quartz and, what's that purple stone? Quartz and amethyst. It was quartz and amethyst, like built almost like a small city. And he was doing like this blessing, saying Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. And then we had to, I don't know, some of us, we had to follow in. Dorje Rinpoche was leading us in, go up the steps and onto the stage and reciting Om Mani Padme Hum. So it was really clear. So Rinpoche came, gave blessings to the turkeys, blessings to all of us. So anyway, just some passing stories. Take a breath in, please. Breathing out. Breath in. Releasing out. And one more time. Releasing out. Having no agenda per se, other than to have an awareness of breathing in and an awareness of breathing out. There will come a time when your awareness will be so acute that you will no longer breathe in. So therefore, breathing in and breathing out, but appreciate with awareness. And just breathing out. So then I just go Vajra Samaya Za Za. Then the Chenrezi, sitting on a lotus, forearm Chenrezi, sitting on a lotus, sun, moon, forearm Chenrezi. In the heart of Chenrezi, again, sitting on a lotus, sun, and moon. There's a seed syllable Ri. Om Mani Padme Hum is written counterclockwise. Om Mani Padme Hum is moving clockwise. The Ri is the seed syllable in the middle. From the Ri, a brilliant light, like that of 1,000 suns, is radiating out, filling the body, which is already light itself of genetic. Then that light is going out in 6 different spheres or rays: white, red, blue, yellow, green, and black. Each one going to a specific realm of the samsara to liberate, cleanse, and purify obstacles, hindrances, defilements, negative karmic action, and disease born of thinking, disease born of conventional mind. In the dream, Rinpoche says, for world peace, it sounds sort of trite and a little bit corny, chik, meaning ordinary, but not really ordinary. But Om Mani Padme Hum Ri, many practitioners and many spiritual traditions for making prayers for world peace. If nothing more, the world peace that lies within each and every one of us, that we in turn can affect others just by our presence. Maybe this is what Rinpoche was conveying. You want the world to change? Then start within. Everybody wants to make a change, profound teachings and experiences. But at the end of the day, we haven't changed consciously internally. So I wrote to someone, when perceptions alter, then so will our perspective. And when our perspectives and how we look at things change in accordance with an enlightened perception, then thus those realities will manifest. Manifest of realities cannot occur from the same consciousness that has created the conditions in which it continues to exist. Einstein, relatively speaking. Anyway, have you changed your consciousness? Do you have a different perspective? You have a heightened sense of perception of reality that we ourselves create. The dream, like last night, arose from where? No place from other than my own mind. And where's the dream arising in this very moment? No place than from our very own mind. Sitting in the night, again, thinking, this present moment is our past. We are resting and sitting in our past. If you hold on to this moment as being one of solidness, then we have frozen our past in time. If our past is frozen in time in this very moment, how can we go forward and allow futures to unfold as a result of this present moment? So I had to stop thinking because my mind was a little baffled. Looking through the doorway at from my past, I wanted to see my future. Then I remember Lama saying, if you want to see and know your future, then look at the present. If you want to discern the present, look at your past. Then I thought about you. We are resting in the past, present, and future. They're all one. Because obviously, if you had not set up the causality, there would be not any resultant in this present moment, which we call now present. And thus, this present moment becomes the causality of the resultant of our future, which is already at hand. So it's sort of funny. This is our future. Right now, this is future. And if this is the future, then we always say to someone, oh, have a nice day, right? Have a nice day, right? Have a pleasant, no. As I said to myself, I try to say, it is my responsibility, is it our responsibility to create? Like artists, this artist, we're all artists, to create a pleasant day, create a wonderful day. How do you do that? By being present in wakefulness, by being aware in present wakefulness, which is the intrinsic nature of all sentient beings. Reading from Urgyen Samten Ling Gonpa. So focus for a moment, take a breath in. Generosity is in your heart, radiant quality, light going out, filling all of space, changing and altering time and space to a reality of peacefulness. Resting in our future as a result of our past, which is the present. Taking the responsibility from that place of awareness to create every moment, creating. So the Bodhisattva, faith and joy, always having Buddhadharma in their mind. If they're always having Buddha Dharma in their mind, then they're always creating the causality of the resultant of their own inherent enlightened quality. Maybe this makes some sense. I don't know, I'm just babbling to myself. Take a breath in. Then from the Nundro, Namo Lama Lakapsucho, Namo Chosun Vendo Lama Kapsuchi, Chosun Vendo Lama Kapsuchi, Chosun Vendo Lama Kapsuchi. Senge Gaga, don't wait, don't do you, Senge Gaga, don't wait, don't do you, Senge Gaga, don't wait, don't do you. Come to no Jew, one do come to don't they come up to come to no Jew, one do come to don't they come up to don't they come up so You can see, sometimes you can go to the turkey farm. If you ever lived in Denver and you go drive from Denver to Longmont, there's the Longmont turkey meat packing farm. And you can see there's thousands of turkeys, right? Right, and so I can see all pray for all of those turkeys. But I can hear my Buddha master saying, we all are carrying our turkey. And then you're dragging your turkey, you're dragging your turkey behind you, and you think nobody can see it. Everybody sees your turkey. Then our mind just rests. As your enlightened consciousness mingles with the consciousness, imagine all the turkeys. We join consciously with all of the turkeys in recognizing our own awakened state. Imagine every turkey is now, awake. They escape. They go, oh, good. I got out of this body. Now I'm on to the next one. It wasn't a good idea how I took that life, but it was necessary, I guess. In the same way we have taken this life. Sometimes you may ask yourself, did I choose this? What was I thinking? We weren't, but perhaps we were. Rest. So we will do the Yom today. It's not that difficult. I'll make it simple so we can go. Most precious Guru, please think of me. Bestow the blessings that will free my life and my mind, so that I may realize as quickly as possible for the benefit of all sentient beings. Most precious Guru, please think of me. Bestow the blessings that will free and ripen my mind, so that I may realize as quickly as possible for the benefit of all sentient beings. Most precious Guru, please think of me. Bestow the blessings that will free and ripen my mind, so that I may realize as quickly as possible for the benefit of all sentient beings. Namo Lama Laga Sujo, Zenga Laga Sujo, Laga Lama Laga Sujo, Zenga Laga Sujo, Laga Sujo, Laga Sujo, Lama Laga Sujo, Zenga Laga Sujo, Laga Sujo, Zenga Laga Sujo, Laga Sujo, Lama Laga Sujo, Zenga Laga Sujo, Lama Laga Sujo, Zenga Laga Sujo, Laga Sujo, Laga Sujo, Lama Laga Sujo, Zenga Laga Sujo, Laga Sujo. Sanga laga dojo laga dojo laga dojo lama laga dojo sanga laga dojo lama laga dojo sanga laga dojo lama laga dojo sanga laga dojo dojo gena laga dojo sanga laga dojo laga dojo sanga laga gena laga dojo lama laga dojo sanga laga dojo gena laga dojo sanga laga dojo laga dojo gena laga dojo Lama Laga Dojo, Zenga Laga Dojo, Laga Dojo, Gena Laga Dojo, Lama Laga Dojo, Zenga Laga Dojo, Gena Laga Dojo, Gena Laga Dojo. Sentient beings are numberless. I vow to liberate them. Illusions are inexhaustible. I vow to transcend them. Dharma gates are boundless. I vow to enter them. Buddha's enlightened way is unsurpassable. I vow to embody it. Sentient beings are numberless. I vow to liberate them. Delusions are inexhaustible. I vow to transcend them. Dharma gates are boundless. I vow to enter them. Buddha's enlightened way is unsurpassable. I vow to embody it. Sentient beings are infinite. I vow to liberate them. Our delusions are inexhaustible. I vow to transcend them. Dharma gates are boundless. I vow to enter them. Buddha's enlightened way is unsurpassable. I vow to embody it. So, as I was saying prior, when we say Buddha's enlightened way is unsurpassable, you vow to embody it. What is it that you will embody? Joy, faith, conviction, and that the Dharma is ever present in your mind. That we always understand that there's a twofold process, that which is beneficial to self and beneficial to others. Ultimately, at the end, do that which is beneficial to others, having cleansed and purified what? One's own perceptions, one's own perspective, and to have the utmost loving kindness and compassion for others and for oneself. It's like sometimes we think about compassion, compassion for this person, for that person, for other things, etc. But then we are very unkind to ourselves. Before the day is over, you will see how you'll be unkind to yourself. So then you think, oh, this is a blessing. I recognize I'm unkind to myself. And then you turn the dial and become unkind to yourself. Therefore, being unkind was a blessing. So turning disadvantage into advantage, one should know how to do that. Then you visualize all bodhisattvas, the arahats, and all bodhisattvas, so Hinayana, Mahayana, Vajrayana, all before you. Drome Gambo Sate Dodo Tembe Gaba Geta Tadanga Gona Gomba Daje Tapaje Gobo Tapa Tada Padali Jena Bega Broda Yete Santa Serra Tapade Jena Debe Daje Tabe Jawa Jeva Jeva Sasalo Jamba Zonor Bade Doje Tenre Tekwan Gombo Tambeva Saye Gembo Jemba Nambasa Nanga Jembo Bado Gondo Zamo Goba Doje Babe Guzadam Nobu Dawa Jane Nemayi Zazen Nanam Taje Baje Shu Zenzu Sumba Gila Sasalo Rinchen Doje Taje Sugye Na Dodong Gunza Kilu Dhamma Nida Dunda Mazo Pare Nyo Dasen Wandu Lode Rinchen Doje Kaje Tasen Chen Chodu Gawa Tuji Gegema Yeso Dunwo Dembe Tabe We Dashi Namo Gera Chasalo Samba Tempo Tonjo Semye Bu Nido Tenga Gampo Yuko Page Buddha Luwa Minesa Nato Sete Yeje Koloda Tuju Dada Tuju Doje Tukwa Du Taje Gaje Sasu Nisu Gede Tashi Jete Tuwa Gura Chasalu Tasu Jete Jewa Sumbola Gede Tuwa Jewa Tusene Dondo Kaka Sendo Jese Du Dashi Dele Muso Dasu Jete Jewa Sumbola Gede Jewa Jewa Tusene Dondo Kaka Sendo Jese Du Dashi Dele Muso Gede Dewa Jawa Guzane Dondon Baka Sendon Jese Du Dashi Dele Guzon Zetonam Jebe Gede Jode Jode Jebe Zon Gola Wambo Ganyeba Zeton Jembo Degezo Loada da Zambaye Zange Chodam Gedon La Janjo Nebo Chegeba Daba Nega Suji Jira Nete Jebe Zombe Zanche Dondura Sange Dondu Negede Zombe Zanjo Zangedo Jesi Nanga Nabada Dowa Jesi Negoba Dese Dode Negone Dowa Jaga Zowa Sho Donam Jebe Gede Zo Nego Jese Jebe Zo Ola Mamba Ganyamba Jeso Jeko Degezo Nona Dada Zambayi Sange Joda Geduna Jamsho Nebo Jegeba Dabada Negasuji Chera Nenze Anjebe Zombe Sanche Landura Sange Jondo Negede Zombe Sanche Sangedo Jese Nankana Bada Doa Jese Negoba Jese Dade Negone Doa Daga Sawa So Jonam Tense Gulejo Yedo Jese Jebezo Gola Gamba Ganyama Yedo Jembo Degezo Doa Dada Zambayi Sange Dodange Dola Jenjo Nebo Jekema Dabada Nega Suji Chera Nenze Danjebe Zombe Senjen Donduda Sange Dondu Negede Zombe Jenjo Zengedo Jese Namba Nabada Doa de kuba, de doje ne do ne. Doa de ga so. All phenomena arise from their causes. Their causes are explained by the Buddha. Cessation of these causes too are taught us by the great sage. With the wish to free all beings, I shall always go for refuge to the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha until I reach full enlightenment. Enthused by wisdom and compassion today in the Buddha's presence, I generate the mind for full awakening for the benefit of all sentient beings. As long as space remains, as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain and dispel the misery, suffering, the causality of ignorance and desire and anger and the constant need to kill and bicker and deceive and all of the other 87,000 glaciers that we manufacture at such ease in this world. How? Through loving kindness and compassion. This is the Bodhisattva's antidote to the virus of ignorance and desire and anger. Loving kindness and compassion. You try and see how this works. Dorje Gobo Tula Sasa Ayata Omane Mane Maha Mane Yesuha 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 Mane Mane Maha Mane Yesuha Mane Mane Maha Mane Yesuha Mane Mane Maha Yesu mane mane maha mane Yesu mane mane maha mane Yesu mane mane maha mane Yesu mane 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 maha mane Yesu mane mane maha mane Yesu mane 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 maha mane Yesu 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 mane mane Zomane mane maha mane Yesu mane mane maha mane Yesu mane mane maha Zomane mane maha mane Yesu mane mane Yesu mane mane Zomane mane maha mane Zomane mane maha mane Zomane mane Zomane mane Zomane mane Zomane mane maha mane Yesu mane mane maha mane Yesu mane mane Zomane mane maha mane Yesu mane Zomane mane maha mane Yesu. Once again, receiving the blessings to the four places from the four places and self and others. Then we practice together Shine and count the outgoing breath. And begin. Then we have the seed thought that our intentions, based on our motivation, has manifested. And as we breathe out, we rest in the unity of a self-existing oneness. So the unity of oneness, our essence and nature, is not different from that of the enlightenment. They have recognized and they stay within the continuum or continuity thereof. We either have a brief recognition or no recognition, but that doesn't negate its existence. If one does recognize, then let go. Recognize this nature and essence and just let go. Do not make an object of it. Do not doubt it by, oh, how is this possible? My essence, my nature is the same as Buddha. This is only thinking. Merely recognize this present awareness, present wakefulness, and rest. And as you breathe out, it is not that it came or went, or that you manufactured it. Or perhaps ego wanted, oh, I want big lights, I want something that affirms that this is the way it is. Again, ego clinging. Let go. So just pause for 1 minute. You can take your time. So I may have read this before, but it's good to hear it again. The oral advice on practice. So now we have many teachings are being, once again, coming in through the various media devices we have. But still it comes down to practice. The great master Padmakara, who upholds the life pillar of the words of all the Buddhas, helped the people of Tibet, Salt Lake City, Utah, enter the door of the Dharma. Although they wish to take refuge in the Three Jewels with the Dhamma Sangha, they don't know how to direct their minds to a practice. When misfortune such as sickness befalls them or befalls them, they cowardly resort to divinations, shamanistic incantations, and astrology. Padmakara therefore gave them this oral advice on practice. Utah-ian practitioners of the degenerate age, take this to heart. In order to make your spiritual practice meaningful, apply it whenever you need a remedy. If you have a horrible experience, keep the Three Jewels the object of refuge in mind. In all daily activities, such as walking, moving about, lying down, or stirring up, remember your master at the crown of your head. To part with bodhicitta causes the root of the Mahayana to rot. So never separate yourself from arousing the mind set on supreme enlightenment. To feel stingy when giving alms causes rebirth as a hungry ghost. So don't stray into miserliness, even when giving away the smallest thing. To give rise to desire while keeping the vows of chastity causes rebirth in the hell of putrid corpses. So don't cultivate lust for negativities. To get angry while training in patience and bodhicitta causes the agonizing experience of being burnt amidst a blazing furnace within an iron box. So never part from the armor of patience. So it goes on and on. It's like I was saying, when negativity arises, then you turn that disadvantage into an advantage. This next part, just briefly, first of all, in a secluded place, sit in the cross-legged position upon a comfortable seat. Rest your arms in equanimity and straighten your backbone. Even I see many people sitting in meditation not aligned. And maybe that's okay, I don't know, but that's not how the master said. He's telling us, straighten your backbone, meaning your spine. If your body remains in its original state, meditation occurs naturally because you straighten the channels, you stabilize the wind, and you calm your mind. Without assuming the physical posture, meditation doesn't happen. Next, for the gaze, don't close your eyes. So again, there are many types of meditations coming from many traditions, and some emphasize closing the eyes, blinking the eyes, looking up, looking here, looking there. But the master said, don't close your eyes. Don't even blink or glare sideways. Look directly and unwaveringly ahead. Since the eyesight and the consciousness share a single nature, meditation occurs naturally. It doesn't mean blank or stare out absent-mindedly. Without the right gaze, meditation doesn't happen. The key point of mine is this: don't let the natural state of your ordinary mind pursue past habitual patterns. Don't let it look forward to future activities or of disturbing emotions, and don't let it fabricate anything in your present state by conceptualizing. Through resting consciousness in its natural mode, meditation occurs naturally. If you are distracted or diffused, meditation doesn't happen. It goes on, so sort of simple, like Longchenpa, Lopa. Let go of the past. Don't project into the future. Give up comment on the present. You're not trying to figure, oh, how do I do this? Am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? So don't try to figure anything out. Oh, I must make enlightenment bigger. I have to do something special. Don't try to make anything happen. Within Dalopa, what should I do? Longchenpa, what should I do? Guru Rinpoche, what should I do? He's told you. Take it easy. Rest. When? Right now. And then do what? Relax. Okay. I like these instructions. Now, again, there are many texts and many commentaries on how to do all of these things. And it's not necessarily as simply as stated, but it is as simple as stated. If you sit right, you look right, and you let go, there you are. So you try and see if it's not that way. Okay, Guru Rinpoche, thank you so much. Urgyen Samten Guru Dharma Siddhi Om Urgyen Gyaltsen Joji Guru Ne Pema June Sasudra Kodu Kando Mambu Gurgi Jasu Darugi Junji Laje Sasu Guru Pema Siddhi Om Urgyen Joji Samten Pema Gezadum Gyaltsen Joji Guru Ne Pema June Sasudra Kodu Kando Mambu Gurgi Jasu Darugi Junji Laje Sasu Guru Pema Siddhi. Lama joge gula suvade, Urgyen suvade, Leje nuge dube sangansu, Konso nyata jode jodege, Yeje ngane jawa chidegu, Doji jagrada so so so, Lama luzo gula suvade, Urgyen suvade, Meje jode dube sangansu, Doji jagrada maja, Visualizing subtle body, channels, chakras, bodies, auxiliary channels. My body is like a hollow base, but filled with the inner structure, I say. Breathe in, come to the knees and breathe out. To cleanse and purify